What's up? What's up? What's up? It's showtime. Welcome back to Jared Tries Trading episode 26. This is my third time recording this. The last ones were a little bit long, a little bit low energy. I'm tired as shit. I just want to bring you guys something a little bit better. So we're going to try again. And we're going to get into a quick weekly review from last week, a couple of things I did well, what I want to bring into this week. Then I'll get into some trades that I took today, why I took them, if they're bad or not. I was in a blender today. SPY, you're a piece of shit. And let's go ahead and get into it. Hope you guys have been doing well. Pleased to report, though, that last week had a killer week. Again, I'm not a professional. I'm a novice, so putting together this kind of week is incredible for me. You know, the profits ain't that bad either. You know, profits is secondary to the win rate and pretty much just being patient and stuff like that. But I'm cool with that. $900 in a week, I'll take that all day. And I don't got no boss. Only I could fire myself. I guess the market could fire me. And I guess the IRS could fire me because I'm about to pay a shit ton on taxes. But anyways, we'll get into that later. 100% win rate. A couple of takeaways is just being okay with taking two trades if I have to. Waiting for the market to tell me what to trade, to tell me what direction it wants to go. And if it doesn't have a direction, don't trade it. I was extremely patient. And this is my week last week. On top of that, the swings that I picked actually worked. And I was able to close them for profit. So I didn't dig into my profit. So overall, just a solid week, solid picks. And, you know, last week wasn't the easiest week in the market. I don't think it was. I mean, for me anyways. I saw people, you know, taking some losses, getting chopped up. And that was my main goal, was not get chopped up. If you look at the SPY daily, we were just compressing here, kind of in a daily range. Red day, green day, red day, green day. And I still kept it green. And that was just from staying locked in, not getting tricked out by the chop, and avoiding trades if I don't really have my setup. And I wanted to bring that into this week. I didn't trade Friday, and I do feel like not trading Friday kind of disconnected me from the market. We had a big red day on Friday. So that market sentiment, that feeling from what you get when you trade, I couldn't bring that into today. And I was just like, kind of had to warm up, and my patience wasn't on point. And pretty much, I think I had to get smacked by the market. I mean, I was getting comfortable with being patient last week, and you see how it affected my P&L, my win rate. And then this week, I felt like I had to start up again and restart and refine that patience. So with that being said, let's get into today. I mean, actually, before we do that, I'll talk about what I thought what I wanted from the market today. Big red day. I thought either we can consolidate around this range, or we'll get another red day down to this kind of safe support zone down here. I wasn't really leaning towards a huge bullish day, but even on red days, you could find the balance and you could get long, which is what I should have did. Instead, I try to get fancy. I do need to practice being on the short side, but try to get fancy. Leaned a little bit too much bearish. I wasn't on my toes, wasn't on my pivot, and I got stuck on the wrong side of the market. And the way I managed them, I'm happy I cut them where they were, but still they were just bad trades, bad timing. These were mistakes that I made in January that contributed to that big loss, week 3, big losses. And it's just bad timing. I went short when SPY found support. You're going to lose if you do that. You know, a couple of red traders were leaning towards the bearish side, and it kind of affected. It's not no one's fault but myself, but it did affect my outlook on it. I didn't stay patient because I was like, oh, they have a better idea of what the market's going to do, so let me go ahead and dive in. But that's not what I should have did. So let's get into what the market actually did today. Didn't do shit. It was in the range. There were opportunities to get long. I had some longs, but instead I wanted to get short right when SPY found support. And That was, oh, this is SPY, so I can't show. But I'll show you on the stock charts where SPY. This is where I pretty much got short on my two, 3 trades. And I sat through this pain. And then I was able to regain some of the losses back over here. But the entry was so bad that I couldn't even get break even over here. So it's pretty clear. Just stay patient. And wait for your damn setup, man. No need to trade. No need to trade, man. So let's go over here, show you guys a couple trades I took, why I took them. I don't think they were the worst picks, but obviously they didn't work, and I should have just not even traded. Let's see. IBM and FDX pretty much were my main picks from the short side. I'll go into FDX. Ended up taking a $250 loss. I was down on this like 400 at one point, so the old me would have took that $500 loss. I gave this one a little more room because I felt like there would be a pullback, and there was, so I was able to not take as big of a loss just from being patient. But let's get into the FDX. The reasons why I took this short. Below all SMAs, that's what we're looking for. Stack this red candle here on Friday. I was right. It had a red day, but my entry was awful. A couple other reasons why I liked. Let's see. Was it the weekly, daily? Let's see. There was this kind of trend line right here. Click this. Something like that. You know, 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 touches and the break of the SMA here to the downside. That's why I picked this stock to go short. But at the same time, could this right here be, I know it's not straight, but could this be horizontal support here? A little minor support that it bounced off of? That might have been the case. I put more weight on it breaking this kind of region here. All this support here just broke through it. So I thought it was a good pick to the short side. But on the M5, as you can see, look at my entry. FDX. Sorry, it's loading. 1058. Look at this. Look what SPY did shortly after I got in. Rallied. This is where I need to take my longs. Obviously I wouldn't be longing FDX because the daily, I just explained why I like it short side. But I wasn't patient, didn't wait for the setup, and I missed my trades. I had strong stocks for this, and instead I went against the market and anticipated a break lower in SPY. I wanted big red candles at this point from SPY, but I didn't get it. I got a SPY bounce, held up FedEx, and so pretty much just a horrible entry. I like the stock pick, but bad entry. I wanted to short over here. SPY hits resistance, starts turning over. That's my short. But I ended up holding through all this pain. I was down like 500 here. Got out at 1341, 141 around here. I took one contract off just to kind of lower my risk a little bit. Got a little bit of my money back. And then I sold down here as market was bouncing as well. So I got a little bit more money back. So bad trade, but I feel like I'm getting a little bit better at managing these, because for sure back in the day I would have took my big ass loss right here, right at the tippity top, right before it pulls back. So I don't know how to really see that, but 255, I could come back from that. Obviously that's a day's goal and I don't want to be in the hole, but I think back in the day I would have let that go to minus 1,000. I just don't know what the market's going to do tomorrow. I'm not convinced that it's going to be selling, like a follow-through selling day. We might just be in a tight range and consolidate again. So we'll see what happens. I'm just way better at long side trades like most novices. IBM, let's go through the daily here. Another $150 loss. I'm happy I cut it. Yeah, 158. With these trades, if I wasn't completely confident, I should have limped in with one contract. It would have cut my losses in half. But I'll show you guys why I took IBM. I think FedEx was the better stock pick. But double top here, I don't know how much that means. But I saw this break of 2 SMAs today. And then I also put some emphasis on the break of this kind of line right here to the downside. So this little zone of support broke. And I thought we had like, when I got in, we had $1 left to get down to the SMA 100. But there was also a tiny bit of support right here as well. So I knew, it might be hard to get through this level. But again, I got in as soon as the market found support. Right here. 1054. Yeah, right on time. I was up like $20 at this point. But, being patient, letting them run. And then SPY just found support. Very simple. This is an issue that I've done in the past, and I know what I need to do to fix it. And it all relates back to just being patient. And that's why these red traders are pros, man. They've blown up accounts. They've made the same mistakes over and over. They have years of experience in this. They know to wait, don't anticipate. And that these are just the growing pains that I got to go through. So losing is part of the game. But after a week like last week, I'm not going to put my head down or nothing. I know I can have a green week. I just need to come in focused. So those are pretty much my main trades today. ABT, I was getting chopped up already, and I knew I was getting chopped up, so I cut it right away. Like, it didn't take long for me to realize. I was like, oh, it's one of those days. So got out of that shit. And then I added some longs to swing. I think CVX, did I add? Oh, NEM and Z, I bought shares of. CVX, I bought some contracts, call contracts. CVX, I'll show you why I picked CVX. I like this little range it's building right here, consolidating, kind of compressing, especially when SPY's been, doesn't know what the hell it's going to do. Any kind of SPY rally back up above the SMA 100, I think we'll be able to break this compression here. My stop, if we break the compression to the downside, I'll go ahead and get out because that'll let me know I'm wrong. I bought the expiration date was next week, the 25th, so I have a little bit of time. I'm expecting or would like a SPY rally before then. Also, these 3 big green candles. I saw this. SPY was nasty red candles. I thought a lot of money. These were big buys. Volume was increasing. And I thought, okay, so I don't know how this, like, the war affects sectors yet. But, okay, everyone's worried about oil or whatever. And, put money into oil. Demand is high. Supply is low. And right when I got in, and right when SPY found support, energy went down. So I think that's just a nuance that, red traders have a feel of, and how sectors react to different news. But either way, I'm okay with the daily. So happy with the swing. I know where my stop is, above all SMAs, nice and orderly. So not really tripping about that one. We'll see what happens. I mean, if we get 4 more bloody days in a row, I might be fucked on that one. But we got NEM, basic materials sector. Show you guys why I picked this one. Let's see, week 1. It came up on alert. I think it broke this downward sloping trend line right here. And it was looking nice. It was looking more like a hammer, not a doji at the time. and that's why I set the alert. So I went long on it, and I bought shares, so I'm not up against no time decay. So we'll hold on to that for as long as it takes to come back around. And same with Z. Z is kind of iffy. This shit was strong today. The daily's a little bit, not really what I'm used to trading, but the red traders trade this type of setup. Tested the SMA yesterday, broke through today. That's showing strength. I did see this afterwards though, this little minor resistance zone coming up. So we still have some room though. We got like $4 to get up there before I'm expecting any rejection. But of course we need some market support. And on the M5, if you check it out versus SPY drifting down, stock drifting up. SPY really drifting down, stock up, consolidating and up. But then all stocks get tired. So I don't think I was supposed to exit their shares. So I'll just hold this and look for an exit somewhere near this resistance, or if we blow through that, up by this SMA. So that's pretty much my day in a nutshell. Obviously 25%, that's a 0%. This break-even trade don't count. But minus 450, we can get that back. Sucks being in the hole to start the week, but gotta have a short memory. I'm gonna come in here tomorrow locked in, focused, and see if we could bounce back. So far it's a green month, and let's just try to continue on that. But I don't think I forgot anything. Other than that, thank you guys for joining me. Episode 26 in the books. I'll be here for episode 27 tomorrow. I hope you guys kept it green. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, if you have any advice, if you're profitable, I guess. And I look forward to doing another one tomorrow. Let's bounce back. Hope you guys kept it green. Take it easy, guys. See ya.